Hi everyone, so you've gotten through part A of my welcome video. This is part B of the welcome video. Now that you've thought a little bit more about whether Fast Track is right for you, let's look at the welcome unit and get you set up there. So we're back in D2L Brightspace and we're back in the course, and you can see that on the course homepage, you have the calendar, which is shows all of our deadlines and important events. And then here is the news feed. And at the moment, this news feed doesn't have any announcements in it because it's not live yet, but your news feed will have these videos already posted. So what I'm going to do in this video is bring you through the welcome unit. So in order to get to your content units, you're going to go into content at the top of Brightspace. And then it always brings you to the last unit that you were looking at. And for me, it was the welcome unit. So if you're not on the welcome unit, just click the welcome unit tab and it will bring you to this welcome unit. Whenever you're doing content in D2L, what you want to do is start at the top of the unit and then just work your way down and read as you go. So you can see that there's a little message here saying welcome to Fast Track Chem1046. In this unit, you will become familiar with the online course expectations and setup, and that you're to start with the course overview. So a little bit of direction on where to start in the welcome unit. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. You'll have a little bar here that tells you how much you have completed in each unit, and you can see that I've already gone into course overview and the to-do list because they are, or I haven't, sorry, because of the circles. Any check marks show that I have been in there. It's important that you start at the first task on the unit, and which is the course overview, and open that up and read that. And then what you want to do is just work through each of the tasks individually, starting at the top and working your way down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to point you towards some of the more important things in this welcome unit. The course overview, you want to read over that, and that gives you a good introduction to what to expect in the course. The to-do list is super important because this is going to be the checklist that you are going to use to make sure that your computer is set up properly for the course. So if you click on the to-do list, it opens up the checklist and it will bring you through how to access your college webmail. It's going to show you how to upload a profile picture to Brightspace D2L, how to set up email notifications, and each one of these tasks will either have instructions on how to do that, or it will be in the form of a video. So you'll want to work through these checklists, and if you run into any difficulties with this checklist, please let me know and I can do some technical support around that. So the to-do list is really important in order to set up your computer and get you ready for the course. I'm going to go back to the welcome unit, so I'm going to get out of the to-do list. I'm going to go back out of the welcome unit, or back out of the to-do list into the welcome unit. And the next thing is the course outline, and if you click on that, it's going to give you my contact information. It's also going to give you the expectations for the course that I talked about in the first video. The schedule is also shown there. If you'd like, you can print off the outline so that you have a copy of that on hand. It's like the course syllabus. The schedule, I showed you that in the first video. These are the dates when assignments and tests are due for each unit. We only have, of the 5 units, there are only 4 tests starting in Unit 2, and Unit 2 has a take-at-home test, Unit 3 has a proctored test, Unit 4 has a take-at-home test, and Unit 5 has a proctored test. So you'll want to set up those appointments at your preferred testing center on campus about a week before the actual due date. So you're going to want to go back to the schedule often and check that out. There is a calendar on the course homepage as well, so feel free to access that as well. After the schedule, there is a short little activity to introduce ourselves. So in this assignment, what we're going to get you to do is to post a little introduction about yourself. And on this post, you're going to say which is your home campus, which is just your nearest campus or the one that you prefer to go to, how you feel about this chem course. Hopefully I haven't scared you too much about the fast track course. I think once you've decided this is the right place for you, you'll get comfortable fairly quickly, and I'm here to help you with that. What other courses are you taking this term? What future program are you interested in? And any other interesting info that you'd like to share with us if there is something you'd like to share. So in order to post, you need to click on the title. And if you scroll down on this page, it says start a new thread. So you'll just click on start a new thread, and then you can introduce yourself with this post. So I'm going to go back to the welcome unit. And feel free to comment on each other's posts and welcome each other. That sense of community is great to have in a fast track course, and I know that it's going to be super busy, but it's nice to know that you're not alone in doing this course. So discussions like these are great in bringing us all together in the class. So I'm just going to go, I got off track here for a second. After the introductions, there is a little quiz called orientation questions. This quiz is not for marks. It's just a way to summarize what you've learned in the welcome unit. So you can have a look at that and see how you did at retaining the information that was in the welcome unit. And then lastly, we have another discussion called Q&A for the course. If you click on that, you can create a thread where you post your questions. So if you have questions just in general about course organization, then please feel free to post here. If your questions are more of an individual private nature, then feel free to text me or email me your questions, or grab the phone and you can call me. It's great if you can to post any general questions you have here, especially when we get into the content units, because I will tell you that whatever questions you have, your classmates will have those questions too. So it's great to share your questions here, and then my answers I can share with everyone else. And if you feel that you can help somebody who has asked a question and I haven't gotten to that answer yet, then feel free to add your answer as well. Or maybe you have seen my answer and you would like to add something to it, and that's great as well. So that's it for the welcome unit. I'm just going to bring us back into the welcome unit. And when you are done, each task, a check mark will go beside it so that you know that you have completed the unit. Once you have completed the unit in Fast Track, you just move on to the next one. Even if it is way before the deadline, just take advantage of that extra time that you have and keep on moving forward in the course. You don't have to wait for the deadline to move on to the next section. So that completes the second video for the welcome unit. In the last video that I'm going to give you, we're going to look at Unit 1. Even though I have 3 days given for the welcome unit, if you can do the welcome unit in 1 day or 2 days, that's great. That gives you an extra day for the next unit, so feel free to move on. So thank you for watching, and one more video left in this welcome video series.